coming back to the now moment where we are creating. The next tool is to open your eyes. Opening our eyes to living God's truth. And the truth, the spiritual truth, is that there is more than enough of everything. That is the spiritual truth. There is more than enough of everything. The truth, the spiritual truth, is that you are a divine expression of infinite perfection. So where is the not enough in that? The truth is, the spiritual truth, there is sufficiency for all our wants, needs, and requirements and dreams. We may be unable to see it at times, but I guarantee you it is always present. It is the essence of who each and every one is. It's there. I promise you, it's there. Because we cannot see that there is enough, we suffer a peculiar blindness. And that blindness is robbing us of a satisfying quality of life. You live in a satisfied quality of life. Yes, it's taking that breath and letting go of that need. I gotta do this. Letting it go. There is a way out of these blindness spots and into the infinite flow of abundant life. Just open your eyes. And it could be the inner eye, that inner divine self that sees. Become conscious of the good that is already present in your life. Because I guarantee you, there is good that's already present in everyone's life. 90% of our life is filled with good. The other 10% is what we perceive is not enough. And what do we focus on? Could be 5%, it could be 30%. But usually, our good is so much more. It's like when you walk in a room and everybody gives you these wonderful compliments. 1,000 people give you a beautiful compliment, and one person tells you something that is really negative, and you leave and go home with that really negative thought. That's what we're doing. So now we are recreating. We're opening our eyes. We're becoming aware. This spiritual tool to open your eyes to the enoughness that is all around you will change everything. And just this week, I was in my house, and I was thinking, it's because, we can't turn the brain off. It just keeps on having those things called thoughts. And I'm thinking all the things I need to do, and all this stuff that I got to do in the house, and I really would like to get something repaired, and I really want that slide door thing. But then, in an instant, I said, wait a minute. I am so grateful I have this house to live in. Oh, look around. Look at all these wonderful things. They're just things, but they make me happy. And I started to move into a state, I started to move into that state of gratitude. It's appreciating the 90% of good that is in our life. The rest can be added. All my needs are met right here, right now. So the third tool is give until it feels good. A wise woman was traveling in the mountains, and she found a precious, extremely rare stone in the stream. The next day she met another traveler who was hungry, and so she opened up her bag to give him some food. And the hungry traveler saw this stone, and he asked the woman to give it to him, and she, without any hesitation, gave him this valuable stone. The traveler left rejoicing, because now he knew the value of the stone. All of his needs would be fulfilled for the rest of his life. This was very valuable. And a few days later, though, he returned to the woman, and the wise woman, and he said, I've been thinking. I know how valuable this stone is, but I want to give it back to you. I want you to give me something even more precious. What is that? The wise woman asked. The traveler replied, I want whatever you have within you that allowed you to give this precious stone away. What she had within her was that freedom from the trance of scarcity. She didn't have it. Now the bigger question is, was she able to give away the stone because she was free of the trance? Or did she free herself of the trance after giving the stone away? And the answer is yes. Yes to both. Because those two things work together. Being a giver to life moves us out of the trance. Being a giver to life keeps us out of the trance. It's the same thing, because the concept of cognitive dissonance. We can't live in a trance and be a giver, a scarcity trance. We cannot hold the two polar opposites together. Not possible according to this theory of cognitive dissonance. And it says we are incapable of having our actions and our thoughts, our beliefs, out of alignment. They must be in harmony. If they aren't, one of them has to change. So, for example, if you're engaging in behavior that you feel is wrong, not right, your thought will automatically kind of reason to make it okay. It will get in harmony with that whole theory. So, if we have a belief in not enough, yet we practice generosity and givingness, and we're always giving away, right? On an ongoing basis, the belief of not enough has to give way to the behavior of giving. They align up naturally. It's a natural harmony we have within us. And so, remember, in order to keep something, we have to give it away. In order to really, the giver and we've heard this many times, many different places, the giver and the receiver are the same thing. It's the same action. It's the same action. What we do for another, we do for ourselves. We know how good we feel when we give to someone, when we do a kind act, when we really give away some of our time, whatever it is we're giving. We feel good. We feel good. So if we were coming from scarcity and we're giving, it's going to line up so that we move more into that mode of generosity, of abundance. So that's giving away. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, we all know Emerson, every man takes care that his neighbor shall not cheat him, but a day comes when he begins to care that he does not cheat his neighbor. Then all goes well. He has changed his market cart into a chariot of the sun, as only Emerson could write. In the book, Richer Living, Ernest Holmes wrote, this might even be a read. The universe is abundant, unlimited in every respect. If it were not unlimited, it would have depleted itself long, long ago. Doesn't that make sense? Life would have exhausted itself. Law would have ceased to function. Love would have lost its power to harmonize and to heal. And Holmes goes on. Thought and consciousness would have retreated to instinctive reaction. Instead, what do we find? The fish in the ocean lay so many eggs that if they all hatched, they would overflow the lowlands. The stars in the heaven are beyond counting. And the grains of sand on the beach are innumerable. The leaves on the trees continue to bloom and blossom. It's an abundant universe we live in, he's saying. Nature is lavish, abundant, and extravagant. And so just to it's really kind of interesting how Spirit orchestrates and demonstrates and all the different aspects of a Sunday service, because so many things that I don't plan all flow together. And so we began today with a vacation meditation, and I'd like to take us into a very short meditation to seal